network share to move. So could you fix it? I mean, could your share fixed at the some station without moving?
เราสามารถฟิตให้มันอยู่ที่เดิมได้ไหมแบบไม่ต้องไปไหนเลยตอนนี้ยังใช่ไหม Now we didn't have that function, so we will prove it in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, share about some idea. I think that the big dish is so big more than its other small dish is so high the power. About for the some people cannot use. Sometimes you can set up for gear. Sometimes to can use very easy and very easy to control. Slow off the power.
Okay, thank you. And we have a pen. So now we use a sprocket that is 52 tools. So it have to use a lot of force. So in the future, we will change into 34 sprocket, 34 teeth. So yes, it will use less force. Do you have any questions? Thank you for your question, and we will prove it for the future. Thank you.
For the next group, A108, INET-I, and Enhanced High Fidelity and Reliable Wireless Sensor Network Testbed from Chongqing Technical and Business Institute.
Hi, teachers and classmates. My name is Wei Chen, student from China, majoring in software technology at Chongqing Technology and Business Institute. Honorable judges, it's a great honor to have this opportunity to introduce our research work. The topic of our research work is INET-I, an enhanced high fidelity and reliable wireless sensor network testbed. Let me first introduce our team. My name is Wei Chen. I'm the team leader. Another two members are Shenqi Zhang and Ping Li. We completed this work under the guidance of our tutor, Professor Huang. Now, I will make an introduction of our research. Wireless sensor network research has drawn a lot of interest from academia, industry, and government in the past decade, and WSN testbeds have become critical for various development projects by enabling more realistic and reliable experimentation in capturing the subtleties of the underlying hardware, software, algorithm, and dynamics of WSNs. In this work, we developed the INET-I testbed with improved reliability and higher fidelity that support heterogeneous WSNs and open source for the research community. INET-I consists of 130 motifs running contiguous with IEEE 802.15.4 radios, 15 Linux laptops as cluster centers and a server. The software mainly uses the technology of Linux Apache MySQL PHP Para to create toolsets such as Integrated Web Portal, MySQL Database, and Job State Machine Controller. Towards addressing the aforementioned issues in current WSN experimental facilities, we have adopted the following methods for improvement and made contributions. Firstly, we make improvements in three aspects of INET-I to achieve high fidelity. Design and select a proper value of attenuators for the new modes to simulate multi-hop networks. Deploy motifs with more powerful processors and richer on-chip memory between all modes in a sim job to improve the fidelity of experiments. Secondly, INET-I support parallel and scalable programming. All multis can finish programming at the same time via laptop cluster multi-threading in a few seconds. Thirdly, a highly integrated web portal streamlines users' experience in the whole life cycle of scientific experimentation. We also update a runtime diagnosis to monitor the software or hardware status and report the results to guarantee the credibility of the experimental outputs. Fourthly, for shared use of the platform, some aspects are improved in INET-I. Migrating task status in time, the scheduled job will shorten waiting time of every stage. The degree of sharing is improved to accept more users at the same time by speeding up the programming of multis with parallel processing technology. More details will be described in the full paper, including INET-I system architecture and INET-I control softwares. In conclusion, the INET-I testbed is developed with high fidelity and robustness through mechanisms, such as very environment simulation capability, more on-chip resources, and more strict runtime synchronization between nodes. Highly integrated web interfaces and other tools are provided to guarantee reliable experimentation. INET-I has been running stably for over a year. The INET-I software has also been successfully deployed in Chongqing University, China in 2020, and it will also be deployed in other universities in the near future. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your listening. Thanks again.
Please ask some question.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay. So, what application do you use INET-I in your university? In your presentation, you say that you used INET-I in your university, right? So, in what applications? Could you explain?
Well, because of the diversity of WSN issue and application, a WSN testbed needs to be flexible to support various network technology and to be robust to enable reliable experimentation results. So it should be enabled to design of as realistic WSN experiments as possible.
Could you give me some in your idea? Even you haven't applied in your realistic yet, but could you give me some idea that if your system success, what will you use it for in your campus, on your campus?
We deploy the enhanced INET-I testbed with improved reliability and higher fidelity that support heterogeneous WSNs.
So it means your wireless system in your on your campus will be better. It will be faster or will be more reliable, like that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So that's all for our question.
Thank you for your question.
And the last group, A109, Wheel Bearing Grease Machine version 2 from Science-Based Technology College, Chonburi. Please come on the stage.
Good morning, professors, distinguished guests, all participants, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Supakorn Jaramat from Mechatronics Division.
My name is Sirasen Isunthorn from Automotive Division.
And am Pathong Bunyaratapan from Automotive.
So, we are the third year students of Science-Based Technology Vocational College, Chonburi. So, according to statistics from Watt Intelligence, show that there is 1.32 billion cars in nowadays world. So, it is undeniable that the car is one of the most important transportation system in this world. So, wheel bearings. Wheel bearings is one of the most important part of the car. But to use it, we need to lubricate it. The unlubricated wheel bearing can cause the deterioration of wheel bearing and lead to the tragic accident and the breakdown of wheel bearing. But how we normally packing the grease into the wheel bearing? Normally, we use our hand. That causing a lot of times and can be a cause of cancer. So we proudly to introduce our invention, the wheel bearing greasing machine that can facilitate our user and making packing the grease into the wheel bearing a lot easier. Benefits. Our invention can have a lot of benefits, such as first, shorten the time for packing the grease. Second, packing the grease will be easier. And third, easy to use and more convenient. The scope of research. First, workpiece. Our workpiece have a size of 15 times 20 centimeters and 40 centimeter height. Scope of experiment, we test with wheel bearing trucks, 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive. Scope of location, we tested at Science-Based Technology Vocational College, Chonburi. So, let's see how we build it with Mr. Siraset Insunthorn.
The first of all, let's see our materials. Bolt, cylinder, nut, aluminum, bearing, and a table cache. Next, method. First, we measure the wheel bearing with vernier caliper. Second, we design the wheel bearing grease machine version 2 with SolidWorks program. Third, we print the part of our invention with 3D printer. Fourth, we let the holder of wheel bearing. And last, we test the wheel bearing grease machine version 2. Next, this is the table that we keep from our test. From the first table can show the wheel bearing grease machine version 2 is able to pack grease by pressing just only once. Next, the second table can show the time average that we using our invention to pack the grease, and it was divided into 4 groups of wheel bearing. And the last table, we putting 10 grams of grease per each time to find amount of grease that can fully pack the wheel bearing.
So, to make it to be the perfect invention, we bring our invention to be tested by professional auto mechanic at the local garage. at Pan Thong City, Chonburi. And feedback from him, he said that our invention can save a lot of time for him in the good condition and can really facilitate him. And suggestion, if we have more budget and more time, we would like to continue to develop our invention because the invention cannot stop. So we're gonna put in the hydraulic system and the automation system to make it more facilitates and more easier to use. And thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Um, uh, do you have any comparison, in terms of the time for working, compare between the manuals, how to say, manual and you working by using your invention? Because in your table you show only the time that you use by your equipment.
Okay, so for the time that's used to pack the wheel bearing, first, if the person that packing the grease into the wheel bearing is non-experienced auto mechanic or the student, it will cost about 5 minutes. And if they were an experienced auto mechanic, it's gonna take 2 or 3 minutes. But with our invention, it's cost only 1.30 second average minutes. So it can save a lot of times.
Okay. How's about other aspect? Except the time, is there any consideration to check your, efficiency of your equipment, of your invention?
To check the efficiency of our invention, so as the table say, that our invention can just use only one time. We test it for 3 or 4 times, but we use only one push to fully pack the grease. So yeah, it's pretty effective.
Have you checked, for example, for the distributions of the grease on the surface, is it okay, good or not?
Yes, it's fully, and our professional auto mechanic also checked it, and he said that it is fully compressed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, before you have your mechanism, how you do with the wheel bearing? Is that by hand, your force, and what kind of person have done before?
So normally we use our hand, except for the large factory that have the automation system, have a production line, they will have a high budget. But with our invention, it costs only 500 baht and very easy to use. So yes.
Okay, so that will make you convenient and easy to use in your college.
Yes, and in local garage for the lower range price of market.
And your inventions is just for install the bearings and the grease inside, or anything else? So you have like a rings.
Yes, for now, just only packing the bearing, because we design for that purpose to make it the most effective.
Okay, and then so is that you have control the size of the bearings and the amount of the grease you have used when you compress it, when you are installed it.
So it is pick up truck wheel bearing. So we already, it is the scope of experiment that it needs to be 4x2 or 4x4 wheel bearing for picks up truck only.
So you have only one size of bearing.
Yes, but we can improve it in the future because we use 3D printer. So it is very flexible. So we can make a new parts every week or something like that.
So you mean the 3D printer you have printed? It's just the fixture, the jig and fixture to capture the bearing when you are installing, or what kind of 3D print you have done? What for? Which part that you have printed?
Can we open the picture of our invention? So this and this were the part that we use 3D printer.
The white one.
Yes, the white one. And this part is aluminum. We latch it.
Okay, so that means for the base of your figure is aluminum that you can adjust it for another bearing size.
Yes, exactly.
But for the fixture, you have the white one. It just fixed for only a truck size.
Yes, just fixed for only the truck size.
So if you change that feature, so you can use it for orders.
Yes, for order purpose. Yes.
So thank you. That's all.
Thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen all the group presentation this morning session, and that's a very interesting job. And for the judges, would you have some recommendation for the students?
For my recommendations, I found from your presentations. I think some of you may misunderstand about setting the objective of the project, because some objective of the project is unmeasurable, and it seems to be like expected outcome more than to be objective of the project. So, and when you do your project must be answer and achieve the objective. So this what I concern, and I would like all students to aware about how to set the objective, because good objective will lead you to get desirable result and answer. Okay, so that's all for my recommendation.
Thank you.
Okay, for me, in my opinion, you have done a very good job on presentations and presenting even on the stage or the video or the slide, and this is such a good presenting. And for the scientific content, I think maybe some of you don't have shown us the methodology clearly. So you have just know that what you have done, but you don't tell us what you actually do, and to show us your technique or your theory or the thing involved in your project properly. So that I think is an important thing, that we will know your process and what you have think, what you understand, and what the benefit you have get in your projects, and what will be something beyond in your future. Then when you have like a methodology, such your process of thinking clearly. Yeah, that's what I suggest.
Okay, for my opinion, I think today all of you did a very good job, and I can see many interesting ideas but if you can improve your experimental design, for example, when you develop some invention, you need to think about how to verify the effectiveness of your product. That means you have to think about the situation, the scope or condition to be tested and report it clearly. Okay, I think that will be very good in the future if you can do it.
Okay, I think I'm really proud this year. I think the student can develop more last year and the last time. But I think that the student can interested about the scope can cover and clear. I think the future is so good. Thank you.
Thank you. After this, we will take a break, and it is the time for the judges to summarize about the point prepared for the after session. We would like to thank you all of the judges and for giving us a good recommendation today. We will see you again in the afternoon for the grand opening ceremony by Minister of Education.
See you next break
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Since 2008, the Office of Vocational Education Commission and National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy have developed a new project in delivering excellent innovative science and technology based on technical skill levels to vocational students. In response to this project, the Technical Vocational College in Chonburi Province was firstly implemented as a pilot project for offering an industrial technical program. In 2010, this project was extended to 4 technical colleges. Chonburi Vocational College. We believe that genius in technologies can build. This college provides vocational knowledge in combining with science and technology, which can create creative learners in terms of practical skill and innovation. The college aims to produce our students to be a young inventor and ultimately a potential technologist. Open courses, science-based industry technician courses including automobile course, electrical power course, machine tool course, automation course, and electronic course. Suranari Technical College. Good practice comes with morality and skill proficiency. Suranari Technical College aims to produce high-skilled laborers and technicians with technology at an international level. Our college provides modern technology in regard to the sufficient economic growth from King Brahma IX. By ordinating all sections in both private and public, this college collaborates a class with Suranare University of Technology in developing industrial manpower to be a thinker, practitioner, and/or inventor of the country, together with a highest morality, ethics, honor, and responsibility. This will allow our country to take part in regional and international competition in the future. Open courses, science-based industry technician including automotive course, civil course, mechanical tool course, and automobile course. Phang Technical College, excellent skill, remarkable knowledge with morality. Phang Technical College aims to develop science and technology in combination with vocational skills. The college builds novel innovations for enhancing the nation's technological capability of tourism industry and service. This innovative vocational education will pave a way to a completed project-based learning process, bringing about remarkable quality to learners to the entire vocational education colleges across the country. Consequently, it will result in the vast development of our nation. Open course, science-based commerce and services, tourism technology. Simburi Vocational College, smart thinking, smart doing, smart creating, and smart managing for developing Thai kitchen towards world kitchen. Simburi Vocational College aims to develop professional manpower in the field of food processing technology, combining with science and technology, as well as sufficient economy role from the King Rama IX for Asian Group with the cooperation of Rajamangala University of Technology Thanyapuri. The college aims to produce excellent vocational students in terms of home economies and food technology. This is the important factor of basic human need. We will build from the basic skill level towards technical level with excellent quality and potential using science and technology. This will create a professional student who can think smart, do smart, perform smart, and manage smart, bringing Thai kitchen to the world kitchen. Open course, science-based home economies, food processing. Lamphun College of Agricultural and Technology, love learning towards proficiency, make creative with modern technology, and be a good person for society. This college is a learning organization that aims for developing professional bioagriculture manpower with high international quality, delivering service to communities. In regard to sufficient economy rule from the King's Rama IX. This college expects graduated students to serving the community and be a leader in the bioagricultural field. Open course, science-based bioagricultural technology. The projects of science-based technologies is designed for vocational certificates under the supervision of vocational education committees. The Science-Based Technology College is an extraordinary classroom under the Office of Vocational Education Commission, which could assist potential students in pursuing innovation and technology. This project is arranged as a project-based learning and STEM education, which combines scientific and technological knowledge into technical and professional skills. This project also bonds a remarkable network and cooperation with universities, science agencies, and enterprises, creating professional, innovative, and excellent technologies in terms of science, engineering, mathematics, and technology for manufacturing and services of the country. We build technologies for creating innovations. Since 2008, the Office of Vocational Education Commission and National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy have developed a new project in delivering excellent innovative science and technology based on technical skill levels to vocational students. In response to this project, the Technical Vocational College in Chonburi Province was firstly implemented as a pilot project for offering an industrial technical program. In 2010, this project was extended to 4 technical colleges. Chonburi Vocational College. We believe that genius in technologies can build. This college provides